Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these, your family, friends, and witnesses, I remind you of the solemn and enduring nature of the relationship into which you are about to enter. And now the couples will change vows they have written for each other.
Happen for a reason. Like how I missed the train to go to my auditions for Penn State, and how I didn't get into Otterbine's musical theater program, which led me to my last choice school, Rutgers. Even though I was devastated at the time, and I soon came to realize those events happened. Those events happened were so I could meet you. I knew you were going to be somewhat special from the moment you asked me out. 7 years ago, you asked me out. How I always wanted to be asked. Not over the phone, computer, or a little note, but in person with flowers in hand. I love how you laugh at my little quirks, and that you actually know what they mean. I love how sociable you are and how you force me out of my shell. I'm so excited to be marrying you, and that is hard to explain in words. But I vow to be less like a tornado. I vow to care for you even when your face looks like a chipmunk. I vow to hit my reset button as long as we come up with a reset button for you. I think the belly button works. I promise to be the girl you mustered the courage up to ask out now and forever. If love is a labor, I'll slave till the end.
Late August, 7 years ago, I was forced into working a scavenger hunt at Rutgers that I wasn't too thrilled about. I noticed you within a group waiting to start the hunt, and I made sure I was with you. As days went by, the group became friends, and the time soon came for me to ask you out, but I froze. One of your bridesmaids locked me out of my own dorm and wouldn't let me in until I had a date set up with you. As time went on, we spent more and more hours of the day together, and I began to worry that I was just becoming too clingy. I purposely didn't call you and tried to ignore you one day. That night I picked up the phone to call you and I hung up before dialing. I left to get a shower. When I got back, you were waiting in my room, jumped out from around the corner and scared the crap out of me. As I screamed like a little girl, I knew then I was in love with you. And there wasn't any need for games to be played. We were inseparable. Saying I love you didn't seem to grasp what we were feeling, and we created our own word to replace it.
Do you, Rich, take Nicole to be your lawfully wedded wife from this day forward, to have and to hold, forsaking all others for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live? And do you, Nicole, take Rich to be your lawfully wedded husband from this day forward, to have and to hold, forsaking all others, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish for as long as you both shall live? May these rings be a symbol of their everlasting union. These two lives are now joined in one unbroken circle. Wherever they go, may they always return to one another to find completion. May they grow in understanding and in compassion. May these rings on their fingers symbolize the love in their hearts. Nicole and Rich, today you join your separate lives together These separate bottles of sand symbolize your separate lives, separate families, and separate sets of friends. They represent all that you are and all that you'll ever be as individuals. They also represent your lives before today. Today, this relationship is symbolized through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand. One representing both their families and friends that will be placed in first, as it will be your support, just as your family and friends are for you two as a couple. Then one representing you, Nicole, and all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will ever be. And the other representing you, Rich, and all that you were, and all that you are, and all that you will ever be. As these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be rejoined together. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into the individual containers, so will your marriage be. As Nicole and Rich have consented together in marriage before this company, have pledged their faith and declared their unity by each giving and receiving a ring, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Now, it is my honor and my privilege to declare my best friend and his new wife for the first time ever as husband and wife, Rich and Nicole.
Yeah.